Okay, mic is now working again. It is always something. Hopefully, the people that were here, I think it was Rose Jefferson, there was someone by the name of Yvonne, that you'll be able to come back in. I'm back on here now. Uh, so, the reason I'm on here because this year is winding out, and I wanted to make an announcement. I was on Lloyd Strayhorn's show on Christmas evening, and we talked about, mentioned my upcoming course, which is give you a glimpse of it right here. That's the upcoming course. So it's going to, I'm planning it for Wednesday night, February the 7th, 2024, for 13 weeks online. I have a private Zoom line link, and I was going to run this course from Wednesdays evenings, February the 7th through May the 1st of 2024. I was going to start it at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will start it at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And most of my classes like this, they run for a minimum of 90 minutes and a maximum of 2 hours. And depending on who's in there on the link, when I taught it earlier this year, I had 18 weeks. That's because there was 12 paid classes and 6 free classes thrown in there. So, and that's the way I taught that one. This one is a baker's dozen. So the first 12 are paid, and the 13th one, which will be done on Wednesday, May the 1st, 2024, will be your free class. Now, also, I'm going to be adding in some videos. So there's one particular thing I won't be covering in this course, and that will be pinnacles and challenges. But I'm going to create a video which will be free for anyone who is paid into the course. You will get it for free. The payments are being accepted beginning on January the 2nd. So January the 2nd should be a Tuesday, and from January the 2nd through January the 27th, I will be accepting the early bird price, which will be $297. And I have a way of working that out with many of you. So, as an example, if someone initiates it, let's say with $100 down, I'll let you do the installments of for the one and for the balance. Okay. If you miss that time frame from January the 2nd to January the 27th to catch the early bird fee from January the 28th through February the 29th, yes, because this is a leap year, February the 29th, February of 2024 has 29 days in it this time. So in there, you have to be able to pay in full the standard course fee, which is $400. But you can pay that in installments, 4 times 100 or 8 times 50. I'll keep track. So there's 5 different ways in which you could pay. You could send me a check, or better yet, you can do a Zelle, you can do a PayPal, you could do Cash App, and I also accept Venmo. So if you email me at iam.circleofgrace1 at gmail.com, that's iam.circleofgrace1 at gmail.com, you'll be able to get the particulars on how to pay for this 13-week course in numerology. I'm only teaching this course once a year. Why? Because it's a lot. It's a lot to put out there, and I plan on now. I'm only looking for 15 students. That's what I did when it jumped off earlier this year in February. I looked for 15 paying students. This time when it jumps off for 2024, I'm only accepting 15 students. Now, what I'm going to plan to do later in the year, I will put together some tidbits about numerology. I might put something together and it'll be in video format or just audio format, where I'll just talk about the birth date number, the purpose of that. In another video, I'll talk about the destiny number. In another video, I'll talk about one that I've created called Angle of Destiny. So here are some of the topical matters that a person is going to learn in this course, because this is essential. Here are some of the things that will be taught in this 13-week course on the key to life is numerology. This will be based on my book that I put out last year under the same name, which was The Key to Life is Numerology. Okay, so some of the things, classes. Class number one is what is numerology. Class number two, which is easier to remember, the Pythagorean or Chaldean system alphabet. Class number three, how to read the numerical meanings found in your name. Class number four, 9 ways to study the numbers in your name, which also includes repetitive numbers, missing numbers, and the four planes of expression of a name. So those are the first four. There will be, a lot being taught. Throughout the course, you're going to learn about the birthday numbers, or simply 1 to 9. You'll learn about the birthday master numbers, which are 11 and 22. You learn about master numbers, 00 to 99. You learn how to find your destiny or life path number. These are the other classes. You'll learn the 3 cycles of destiny and what they mean. You learn about the angle of destiny. You'll learn the personal year and the personal month numbers. You'll learn how to find that. And class number 12, what does it mean to have a double digit or master number at the end of a birth year? And the free class, the free class, I will probably hint at something such as the pinnacles and challenges. That takes a lot to learn how to explain that to everybody, but I may put something else in its place, because that will need like really some additional video work in order to explain how the thing works. Okay, so this it will be an opportunity for people to learn the information, to get the information, and be able to work with the information. This is very, very important. Now, again, I'm only seeking 15 students to be online with me to learn this course. 15 students. You want to catch the early bird fee, which is $297. Means you save $103 if you can make that payment between January the 2nd and January the 27th of 2024. That's when I'm accepting the early bird fee. And if you plunk down $100 or plunk down 75 and can balance off the installments, the balance of that, you still get into this course online with me. Once the payment is received in full for the early bird fee, I send you the Zoom link. Now, if you missed that date of January the 2nd until January the 27th to get the early bird fee, from January the 28th through February the 29th, you have a whole month to pay the standard fee of $400. That means you're going to make that payment 8 times at $50, or you will probably do it at, you probably go $100 4 times. Now, once you make the first payment, so this you have to understand. I don't want anybody to misunderstand this, whether it's an early bird fee or the standard fee. Once I receive the first transaction, then I will send you the link that we're going to utilize on my personal Zoom link. It'll be live video. Some people come on and cut the video out, and they just correspond audio wise with me and the other students. This is an interactive class, so I like it when other students are participating in this class. If you take all 13 classes within this online course, you will get a certificate of completion. If you miss one class, you'll get a certificate of completion. If you miss two out of the 13, you're going to still get a certificate. And if you happen to miss three, I'm still going to give you a certificate. Because after that, you don't want to miss too many courses. At least it lets you know that you're participating. And each time a live video stream class online is taught, after it is done, after we get that 90 minutes to 2 hours in there done, I let it convert, and then I send it out to the paid students. So that means you get it live, and then you get the recorded session of that live online course for your personal library as you develop the 13 classes within that 13-week course. So I've been doing numerology since I'm one of Lloyd's students, Lloyd Strayhorn's students, and Lloyd is now internationally known as an astronumerologist. He's been doing it for well over 50 years because he was first an astrologer, then he started with the numerology. And I was one of his first students way back in the mid 70s, early 1970s. So I've been doing numerology. I got introduced to it. But the interesting factor was I graduated from college, Bard College, in 1974. During the summer of 1974 is when I began to study numerology. I thought I wanted to do astrology, but the information was overwhelming at that time for me. I even thought about at that time going to a friend of mine that knew how to read regular deck of cards. And I started to do that, but I lost interest in that. That's a little too much. 1979, I started studying the tarot. Prior to that, I had just the numerology and the dream. So actually, in 1974 is when I began to study numerology on my own. And in 1978, I met Brother Lloyd Strayhorn up in Harlem at the Tree of Life bookstore in Harlem, New York, which is no longer there. It was at the corner of 125th Street and Lenox Avenue. It used to be called the University at the corner of Lenox Avenue. And we had a blast. And when he saw how much numerology work 4 years prior to meeting him, he went up to, at that time, Kanya Kakumba, that's the guy's name that ran the Tree of Life bookstore, and said, hey, this guy, Brother Francis F. Revels-Bey, he's going to teach the beginner's numerology, and I'm going to teach the intermediate and advanced numerology. And that's how I became interested and started studying. Lloyd, after a while, made me his very first live guest on WLIB 1190 AM radio station. I was his first guest around Friday, October 1st or 2nd of 1982, and he had already been on the air since 1981 with WLIB. And I just got very fortunate to be on his show as a guest host with him for about 24 guest appearances. And then it just kept climbing when he left there in 1982 and did the public cable TV. He had me on as his first guest then again. And then he went on to being on Kiss FM and had me come in there and get an opportunity. In fact, I got myself in the door with they had something called describing your side hustle. And I told him it wasn't a side hustle, it was the real deal. And then kind of got involved that way. And then just time just kept growing. And he ran across Lloyd again. And here he was doing his podcast on YouTube. And he invited me on as a guest. And that was Wednesday, August 25th of 2021. And so we got back together and he's had me on a lot more. I'm glad to see that he has many other students around the United States that are really into numerology and learning this and sharing this and putting this information out, writing their own books. I got my book back there on numerology. I've written 6 books. That's book number 6. I got a seventh book that's dealing with meditation of some sort. And I hope to put that out, get it done before the spring kicks in of 2024, and get that book up on Amazon. Well, again, I wanted to come here and just talk briefly about this new 13-week online course in numerology called The Key to Life is Numerology. So this is course number 2, because earlier this year in February of 2023, I taught course number 1. And so, again, it's a 13-week course. The ideal thing is to get you to get a basic understanding of what numerology is all about. Now, again, I'm going to, within this 13 weeks, even after the 13 weeks, I'm going to send out some free videos on other aspects of numerology. But in this course, the first 12 classes are absolutely paid for by you. And the 13th class, which is the last one, which is done Wednesday, May the 1st, 2024, that is a free class within the 13-week course. I'm going to give additional information in video as well so that you have start building a library. That's important. I don't think a person, everybody's different. Some people don't even let you have a video copy of what they're teaching you. But I believe that you should have it. Why? Because you want to review it for yourself. And sometimes you have additional questions that come to mind that you didn't get a chance to ask in during the course. And so, it gives you ample time to review it, and you can come up with more information. Plus, it helps you factor in all what you are learning in this numerology course and what you might already know on your own. Many people who come online to take these courses with me, many people are doing a lot more. I have a woman who I acquired in my numerology course. 9 people that signed up, and I had 2 other people come in later. So I actually almost had all 15 in there. But the beautiful thing was everybody was interacting, excuse me, with each other as well as myself. Excuse me. And so it made it easier to learn this material. Living in the Southwest here in Albuquerque, there's dust all over the place. So, it's an opportunity to learn the course. Now, I must admit, it's like you're on a fast track of learning this information, as I've been doing numerology since 1974. So that's 49 years. That's a long time. Crunching numbers, reading about numbers, reading how other people design their own apps into the numerology, what they pull from it. I've done over 40,000 charts. I know I've had, because about 20 years ago, I added up how many charts I was doing within the year, and I was doing like something like 4, 5, 10 charts, reports a month. So I did 10 a month, and that was full in-depth charts. It was a two-part chart on the person's name and then on the date of birth. So I was doing 10 of those a month. Then I would do another 4 or 5 just on the name or the date of birth. Okay, that's 15. And then I wound up doing some mini reports. People might ask what's going on for the year for them. So I do something based using their personal year number and personal month number. And I would get a lot of those. So just not even counting that, 15 times 12, that's what, 300 charts a year. Now imagine doing that as many times. So it would factor out to having a whole lot of charts done. One of the things is I always get excited in sharing the information with people like yourself. There's many of us out here that Lloyd has many other students. Jackie Levine, he's had. What is his name? King Simon. He has him. He has Reverend Brandon Smith. These are all excellent people, and we're sharing this information. We're teaching this information, and we're hoping that you're able to absorb this information. Lloyd was the first one, I think, to go into college. I think Hunter College many years ago to teach the numerology course. So we're out here sharing this information. I hope you do sign up for it. I would be honored if you did. I am creating a video series on numerology as well. So, for an example, if no one signs up for this course, no one locks it in or signs up, so we all kick it off February the 7th. If I don't have any students, then what's going to happen? I'm going to turn the 13-week course into a video course, pre recorded video course, where you just see me up here with these hats talking to you, the public. And I'll charge a fee, but you're going to get 13 pre-recorded classes. So I may do that anyway. I may just put out all this other information, and then you'll be able to pay for that as well. There's 4 or 5 different ways. I accept WhatsApp. I accept Venmo, PayPal, Zelle. I also accept Cash App, so you can pay that way. Or I will take a money order or certified check through the mail. If you do that, you got to get it out ahead of time so that I get it. And so I can send you then the proper link. You won't even need a password. It's my private Zoom link, and you'll just join on. The class is going to start Wednesday, February the 7th, 2024 at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Last year we kicked it off at 7. This time around, it's coming on at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And for those of you that take a lease, you pay for the course, but maybe for some reason you become absent, maybe once, twice, or 3 times. I don't kick you out. That's not good because I want to make sure you get the information. Everybody will receive a certificate of completion if you take at least 10 of those online classes with me in numerology. If you take 10 out of the 13, I will give you a certificate of completion. And I don't email it out because I like to sign my name to it. And I will, send it by regular mail to your home. So I want you to, be aware of that you can get this information, you can learn this information. Hey, the more the merrier. And that's what I say. I'm only going to accept 15 students, paid students, for this 13-week online numerology course number 2. The key to life is numerology. Much of the information you'll be able to get from my book if you purchase it on Amazon. You'll be able to get my book, The Key to Life is Numerology, subtitle The Study of Your Name and Date of Birth Through the Study of Numbers. If you the book on Amazon is $25. You might get it through other connections through there as well. So that's all I have to say. I'm not going to do any numerology readings. My voice is a little tanked out today. Again, if you need information about this course and get the payment arrangements, email me at iam.circleofgrace with the number 1 at the end at gmail.com. That's iam.circleofgrace1 at gmail.com, and I'll send you all the information that you need. Okay, thank you very much for your time. I'm Brother Francis E. Revels-Bey. I'm the founder of the Circle of Grace One, which was established and founded in 1974. Take care of yourself. Hope to see you real soon. And have a great weekend, and how you choose to celebrate the new year coming in. Do it well, but be safe. Until next time, remember that divine grace is a blessing as we're alive and well in the age of remembrance. Take care now. See you soon.